It's actually happened! Fortnite sent us back to the glory days of 2018 as the story of time travel reaches its crescendo. Today, we are going to look at the map changes from 5 years ago and piece together the plan for Dr. Sloan, who has sent Jones back to take a very specific item back to the future. I'm Adam. Please drop a like for the series to return. And here we go. This version of the Chapter 1 island is set over multiple seasons, from the heroes and villain bases of Season 4 all the way through to the memorial of the destruction of Tilted that led up to Season 9. This island is a mess of time zones, but as the weeks draw by, almost all the best bits of Chapter 1 will be seen again. Wait, is that... It is! We'll get back to that beauty very soon. Over at Pleasant Park, something has crash-landed on the field. Once held by a balloon, this device is now broken. It's the time machine from our heist against a vampire. I'll link last season's story if that made no sense to you and you want to know more about Sloan and that time-traveling device. Right now, an accompanying message from Sloan gives us a little more context.
Jones, Sloan here. Tomorrow, you take the time machine back. Everything you do will ripple forward to this very moment.
Jones is here to take something back to the future. If you'd like the item to be secret, please fast forward to this time now. Okay, they gone? Good. I first thought we were here for a smash and grab on Kevin the Cube, but leakers have revealed the real target, the rocket. First used by the Visitor in Chapter 1 Season 4 to identify the location of the 0 point in Loot Lake, and then reconstructed by the scientist to potentially end the loop and find the Io's bridge. This time, keep your eyes on the ruined cafe at Dusty Divot, as it will change over time as the rocket arrives and is repurposed with a strapped-on time machine. In fact, we've already seen what could happen. What's particularly mind-blowing is that we may have already been shown Chapter 5's date. On winning our umbrella this season, we have two dates from the future: Star Wars Day 2024 and June 8th, 2068. Could we be going to the latter in Chapter 5? This is getting a little lore heavy right now, so let's put a pin in the story and look at some of the iconic map updates and upcoming changes. Over in the desert biome, the birthplace of Kevin the Cube is already active. 8 scorch marks on the ground, and if you remember back in October 2018, a mysterious crack in the sky obliterated a group of cactuses to make room for Kevin's arrival. The most surprising thing back then was the mini-event happened without any notice in-game. Millions of people totally missed out, and Epic being Epic, they timed it perfectly for Ninja to witness the birth of the cube.
Bro, is this an event? What just happened?
Back now in 2023, we know that mini live events will be here again this season, but it's unclear what date and time Kevin will take his return. But when he does, and he starts rolling again, I fear for one place in particular: the most important Fortnite update in history. Hotwatch! This, my friends, is the original Hotwatch. The moment this thing was destroyed, we watched it rebuild over seasons upon seasons until it was ripped from our grasp when we all fell into a black hole. The hut refused to be beaten and reassembled itself in Chapter 2 after a freak collision with a haulage truck. If this is the original Hotwatch, then Kevin the Cube is coming this way very soon. And there's another Kevin-related update. Up in Tilted Towers, the No Sweat Insurance building stands proudly. This is not canonically right for the season we're set in, as the memorial diorama inside is an ode to the rocket event, the rolling cube, and even the volcano event too. And as we can see, there is no volcano here. Yet. Watch this space. Going back to 2018 gives us a new perspective on old theories. Up in Wailing Woods, be sure to stop at the Hatch. Originally, this was an Easter egg reference to the TV show Lost and their island's mysterious bunker. But Fortnite evolved, and many years later, we had our theory confirmed that this is actually how IO get above ground when we're not looking. It took Batman to give us that lore from a comic book. Then, at the end of Chapter 2, we saw it for ourselves. The 2 members of the 7 who visited the OG island knew exactly how to break into the layer underneath. Sadly, our bunker in-game right now leads, well, nowhere, but it's amazing to think back 5 years when we were all wondering what could this be for. To my surprise, the original Easter egg from Fortnite Season 0 is in-game right now. Get your butt over to the containers. These containers hold many secrets, but one is more important than the rest. Hidden impossible to reach inside is this. Back in 2018, I had no idea what this was, and in 2023, I still have no idea what this is. This thing is a luggage bag with a miniaturized cabbage conveyor belt. If anyone at all can shed light on this, what does it mean? I'm begging for answers. Fortnite has an ongoing memorial Easter egg when players do something incredibly funny, which usually causes their downfall. We've seen players yeeting themselves across islands, we've seen glitches through the world, but the OG memorial for Chappadoodle and his would-be saviour Muselk is in-game right now. Off to the right of Paradise Palms, by the water's edge, is this gravestone. Muselk made a valiant effort to save another player who was stuck below the build limit, and ended up making the situation worse. Epic then decided to honour the duo with a gravestone, so come down here to pay your respects. Oh, and don't you worry if you're here in no builds, because each of the lower ledges in-game now has a free rift to use to escape. And low-key, this method of getting around the island is overpowered, but it does come at the risk of dropping into the ocean. This is Chapter 1, We Cannot Swim. Another OG Easter egg has also come back. Take a look-see at the milk cartons in the world, and do they ring a bell? This design was taken from a music video from Britpop band Blur and their Coffee and TV music video, in which a carton tries to find a missing person. It then falls in love, and well, it gets a bit harrowing. A few seasons later, all milk cartons in Fortnite were switched out to boring red ones, but now it's great to see the OG ones are here once again. And there's more OG secrets to relive. We all know that dancing by a mounted fish on a wall results in them boogieing back. Well, over in Retail Row, try this in front of the giant fish sign for epicness. Totally works, but sadly the one at Tilted does not work. RIP. A decent side mission in week 1 for Fortnite OG sees us finding and collecting 10 versions of a gnome. This dude is Graham, and it looks like we are seeing a precursor to the Gnomes vs Teddy Bears story from Chapter 2. Basically, a war broke out between the two factions, before then signing a ceasefire and the gnomes left the island forever. In this version of events, most of the gnomes are coexisting completely fine with their teddy bear friends, but one is in danger. Back at Wailing Woods, this guy is imprisoned. Was this the event which started the war in Chapter 2? Surprisingly, there's an artifact from Chapter 4 here also. One of the bears is reading Sloane's notes about objects of power. This one relates to the Queen of Gold, Aurelia. Hopefully it's just a coincidence, or maybe this ridiculous storyline is returning. When we all logged into Fortnite for the first day back in time, we could see Ninja's OG loadout. This includes his bespoke pickaxe. If you were here in 2018, you'd remember how this happened. Ninja was desperate for something in-game to spend money on, and jokes that he would buy a toilet plunger as a pickaxe. Epic heard these cries and combined his katana with a toilet plunger, and the rest is history. It's iconic. I'll leave you with a question. One of the gnomes can be found to the right of Paradise Palms, looking at 2 gravestones, one of which has a picture. Can anyone identify this character? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much. Each week, Fortnite's map will update like the days of old, leading to another end event. Will it be another black hole? Will it be a rift in the sky? Will it relate to the rocket from the villain's lair? Fortnite OG is going to change the story forever, and I can't wait to see what happens. It's only here for a month, so enjoy every second you can. I'm Adam, you're awesome. I'll see you next time.